Alright, this run shows off the power of the Fire Ant. The Fire Ant's ability is that when it faints, it gives its attack to a random pet behind, and so if you position it more towards the back, you can kind of target it. And then combine that with the Cobra, which it deals 10% of its attack to two random enemies, or 20% or 30% depending on the level. And you've got some pretty strong combos there. There's so many cool synergies in this pack. Really fun to just experiment with stuff. And there was also a patch that was released yesterday, because this is going to be posted tomorrow, I guess. And so there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is they fixed Grizzly, so it's no longer on Feint, it's on Summon, so it's not absurdly broken anymore. The bad news is that all of the patch notes are nerfs. So they're kind of going with the same route they've gone in the past, where they're just nerfing everything. And I mean, it's not quite as fun if you do this, and also it could be a problem down the line because whenever you nerf the things that are really strong, something else is going to become really strong, and so then you'll nerf that, and then something else becomes really good. So it just becomes kind of this cycle of just like continuing to nerf things instead of focusing on the bad units. And even to this day, there are so many bad units in Pack 3 that have been completely unchanged, like the Porcupine. Although the Porcupine now with Blueberry could be a fun unit, but like there's just a whole bunch of bad pets in Pack 3 that really haven't been changed whatsoever. So I have a bad feeling or a sneaking suspicion that they're going to do the same thing, and it's all going to be like pretty much nerfs and very few actual buffs to the bad units here, which means like predictions for the upcoming patch, they're probably going to nerf like Blue Octo since that's just incredible scaling. They might nerf I don't know, like they already nerfed the Ox, they could nerf some other synergies like the Poison Dart Frog, that might be too good. So there's a lot of things that are probably going to be changed before the actual Pack 4 is released in the main game. But, you know, they want to make sure it's actually balanced, I guess. And, I mean, it's a lot of fun when everything's broken, so, like, nothing's really broken. But instead, everything's going to be kind of like, I don't know, eventually not feel as strong as it once was, and it's going to be kind of weird. Anyway, as for this actual run, kind of a weird one. So I went with I got early Meerkat. So if you spend 12 gold, it randomly gives a friend 2-1. It's not the greatest scaler, especially since there's another scaler. Is it that Baboon, I think? That's a pretty similar thing where it gives something on your current tier 2-1, and you don't have to spend 12 gold in order to do that. Because right now, I sold the Magpies, and also the Gazelle, you have to start the turn with 11 gold, so you have to have some gold making machine, I guess, or pets. I don't know why I said machine. And currently I don't actually have that, so the synergy is pretty terrible. I was hoping to get like the early thing that gives 1 gold when it faints, but did not get that. So again, not gonna have the ability, but hopefully next turn. So I was thinking I should have just bought the avocado this turn instead of freezing it. I don't remember what I did with the 3 gold, but yeah, if I can buy avocado, then I'll have 12 gold for next turn, and that kind of solves the problem, luckily. You can see this person has triple Baboon. Baboon's probably going to be a very nice scaler, along with the early Atlantic Puffin. Or is it African Penguin? Wait, did I say Puffin? It's definitely Penguin, not Puffin. But yeah, there's some good early scaling in this pack. I think right now, if they don't nerf anything, this pack is really good. But if they continue to nerf everything, it's not going to be able to compete with the other packs. So we'll see what actually happens. Most tournaments, again, are using the stag packs. So you can use pack 1, 2, 3, or 4. Or I guess Turtle, Puppy, Star, and Golden Pack, whatever you want to use. And then like custom packs are a separate thing. So hopefully there'll be like a Pack 4 tournament soon. I think it'd be pretty fun to do one early on when people don't exactly know what they're doing. The Royal Flycatcher, I feel like is definitely a good counter to a lot of things. Because I think a lot of people rely on Slug for the Ox or for like Poison Dart Frog or just as summons in general, and it counters that pretty nicely. So, not sure what to sell here. I guess we'll sell the beta fish. I was hoping to find a chocolate cake because that's just like a permanent 3/3 buff, which is really nice. Roll into 2 more meerkats. There's the poison dart frog. So poison dart frog slug is too tempting. It's just 12 damage. I mean, that's just so much. And then luckily the meerkat actually buffs the right unit, buffs the fire ant. So now whenever it faints, it's going to give 8 attack, which is pretty crazy. Maybe I should put that in the front here, but I decided to put it in the second to last spots. I guess, yeah, it's just like the tier 1 ant, except way better, and it's actually worth scaling. Looks like they have the Falcon thing, which activates the feint ability behind it when it kills something, so it just got a whole bunch of attack from the Fire Ant, which didn't really matter. but still lost. So the Gazelle, I don't know what I was thinking. That really did not work out too well. It doesn't seem like Gazelle is a very good unit. I guess it has a little bit of synergy with Magpie, so maybe I'll see some people take it. I don't really know. It's still a bit early to call. But another thing that was nerfed, Muskox, so it's +1/+2 now instead of +2/2. Definitely a pretty significant nerf, but also still makes it pretty good. Because, I mean, again, you go like Muskox behind a Slug, and you get +3/+6, and that's just a lot of stats in the mid game. Alright, the Poison Dart Frog, but level 2 Flycatcher. I guess it doesn't counter it super well since I still get to use the Fire Ant ability. Or, I mean, the Poison Dart Frog ability. But gonna lose this one by 2 hearts. I really don't like the new heart system. I think they should go back to how it was. The reason is I don't like that it favors summon teams so heavily. So if you have a wolf in the back or something, it can spawn 3 pigs, and instead of losing 1 heart, you're going to lose 3 hearts. And so going against a summon team is really bad since you're much more likely to lose 3 hearts that way. And yeah, I think it also makes Arena last too long. They try to fix that by making it so it's 9 hearts instead of 10 now. But I don't know if that was really a significant difference. I guess it is going to be shorter no matter what, but I don't know. I kind of liked the previous thing, or previous length, but it did make it hard to get like all level 3s on your team. But at the same time, like your team shouldn't just be all level 3s, because then the game's going on too long. Alright, going for level 2 Fire Ant. Again, Blue Ringed Octo is a crazy good scaling. You get it to level 2, and then it synergizes so well with the Catfish and the Waffle that like buying something for 3 gold and gaining 8/8 out of it, it's like double value pizza. It's just so good. And the other things in the pack, especially like tier 6, the Scalar's Bird of Paradise, which, I mean, it gives 1/1 to your entire team pretty much for free, but compared to like the Blue Ringed Octo, which could give, I don't know, like 3/3, 4/4, 8/8 a turn, I mean, it gets pretty ridiculous pretty quick, so the Blue Ringed Octo definitely will outscale it pretty quickly. That being said, I'm taking the Bird of Paradise because of the synergy with Muskrat. Why not? I don't actually have any gold, but it's hard for me to sell this Muskrat because if I do spend the 12 gold, which all it takes is just like a couple buy sells, and then you will be able to spend 12 gold, or just like one buy sell of Oyster, and then you'll be able to spend 12. So it's not like it's that hard to do without any actual gold making. And looks like another Blue Ringed Octo. I was also trying to set up for the, is that like a pterodactyl? I forget the exact name of pets. I'll learn them eventually. But the thing that activates its faint ability again, which would be nice with the Fire Ants. And there's another Bird of Paradise. There's another Oyster. It also, the pretzel is a pretty interesting food. It really rewards like pivoting, because if you can get +6/+6 if you have a team full of tier 6s, which is actually just crazy good scaling. I mean, that's like a level 2 cat buying a pair. It's just, I mean, like you could have no scaling on your team, and if you just find a bunch of pretzels, you'll be completely fine. So you can actually just like avoid all the scaling pets. Bit unfortunate here. The breakpoints don't really line up how I want to. I had a bunch of attack, but didn't actually get to use it on the thing that I wanted. And look at that, double Oyster. So how do I actually want to play this? Okay, spend 3 gold, spend another 3 gold, and now suddenly I also have 13 gold myself, so very happy to see that. I could have just bought another, no wait, okay, another Bird of Paradise wouldn't have given buffs, and I couldn't have leveled it up, but they did fix the bug where when you level up the Meerkat or the Bird of Paradise, it actually gives you stats now, because for some reason it didn't before. There's a solid +3/+6. Wait, is the Meerkat 3/6? I thought it was the other way around. Okay, well, I'm learning things. I'll take a 3/3. That's still a chicken leg, even though I still have a tier 3 on my team. There's level 2 Bird of Paradise. Yeah, so the Warthog's ability, when it faints, it gives +1/+1 depending on how many or how much attack it has, I think. Give one random friend +1/+1 triggers for each 2 attack it has. Okay, so currently, how much attack did it have? Well, I guess I'll see after this. It has 14 attack. Does that mean it's supposed to trigger 7 times? That doesn't seem right. How many times did it actually trigger? But the Pterodactyl will also be great here. Okay, yeah, it is +3/+6. So I guess is the baboon the other way around? Is +2/+1? There's the level 2 bird of paradise. I put the cobra in. It's only going to deal 1 damage right now, but if the fire ant manages to hit it, it'll get 29 attack, be all the way up to 41, and then it'll deal 4 damage, which would be pretty nice. And then, yeah, go ahead and sell that and take the... Okay, I have no idea how to say that, and I'm not even going to bother trying. But yeah, whatever that pet is. Um, Now, how do I actually want to position it? So it's only a level 1 fire ant, which means if I do this positioning, it guarantees... Okay, well, I keep mixing it around. But yeah, I can't actually guarantee that it'll go on the Cobra. Well, I can, but then it'll be too late, because then the thing will have already died. So I'm just hoping to get lucky here. Poison Dart Frog, a little scary, but I do have quite good stats here. And as you can see, the Warthog plus... weird dinosaur combo just gives so many stats, and there's 50 on the Cobra. Really love to see it. I should probably look for a banana, honestly, on just the bird of paradise here, or I could look for like pita bread, since it's kind of scaling, and that's just gonna be a lot of extra defense. Okay, decided to take the tomatoes. Why not? Tomatoes pretty nice. I mean, there's certainly a lot of good summon teams, so if you run into the grizzly or like poison dart frog, just having this tomato, it gives you a chance to snipe them. And right there, snipe the slug, which is pretty nice. I have no idea how many stats that was, but it's so satisfying just to see in the rain of like food things. And straight to 50 attack. Only get 1 trigger though, which is a little disappointing. So yeah, I would love to get like a banana or I don't know, something else to give it another trigger. Okay, decided to just take the level 2 pterodactyl thing. I'm going to keep calling it a pterodactyl even though that's not what it is. And so now its ability activates twice. It doesn't activate twice on the same pet. Now it activates for the warthog and for the fire ant. Don't know what it sniped there, but looked pretty nice. So whole bunch of extra stats, and then it's going to activate the fire ant thing, so it buffs everything. Just kidding, you don't even get to see it because it ran through the entire team. Okay, there's a banana, also an onion. Oh, why didn't I take that? Oh well, maybe I just wasn't thinking. Or maybe I just really wanted level 2 Cobra, because level 2 Cobra would be really nice. So I guess, okay. There's pita bread. I guess I was hoping for pita bread instead. The problem is Bird of Paradise actually does not buff itself, but it will get 50 attack because of the fire ant. Oh, that's right. That's what I was thinking. So the fire ant will get it to 50 attack, and then it pretty much acts as almost like a coconut. But I guess it is possible to die to like another... There's a sniper that deals double damage for every trumpet, so that could deal 100 and actually kill through PETA. But yeah, there we go. So the double ability guarantees, well, not guarantees, but very likely that it actually hits everything that I want. And there we go. There's 10 wins with a pretty cool team. I think the main takeaway is just the dinosaur thing with the warthog is a lot of stats if you can scale it. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.